What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the channel for those of you that are new. My name is TJ LaFavor, and this is episode 2 of the Pay Yourself First project. And one of the things I wanted to get into first is because I was thinking about it this week, and it's really important for you to understand, my mission here is not to sit here and upload these videos and post these videos and talk about these different things, acting like I have all the answers. Because the truth of the matter is, I don't. I'm not even close. My mission and what I'm trying to do in my life is to become the best version of myself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. All 4 categories. Like, that is one thing that I work towards every single day. And I've been doing that for several years now. And the whole purpose of this channel is just to share the things that I have learned or am learning along the process, and share it in such a way that you can, hopefully draw value from it in your own life. Because one of the things that I know for a fact, and what I've learned, with working with thousands of people, whether it be through fitness, business, or anything like that, is that the majority of us, man, like, we're all the same. All right. We come from different backgrounds. We got different skin colors. We like different people. We like different things. But at the end of the day, when we all boil it down, like, we're just humans. And I think the sooner that we can begin to understand that, and the sooner we can begin to respect that and appreciate it, the more we can learn from each other. Because I think, I heard something one time, and I can't remember it, probably Jordan Peterson, because I do listen to a lot of him. And he said that if you're bored listening to someone, you're the boring person. Okay? Because there is not a single one of us that's boring. Like, think about it, right? Just the amount of different things you've been through your life, the amount of different experiences that you've had, the lessons that you've learned, and the fact that, you have the opportunity to share that with somebody. And it's completely different. But at the same time, it happened in complete parallel with mine. Like, you were experiencing something completely different than I was experiencing at the same time in history. And that's just so interesting to me, and to discover that about, like, how people wound up where they are, or how they achieved what they achieved, or the struggles they've been through and how they overcame. Like, that is such a valuable thing. And I just want more people to share it. And so if I want more people to share it, then I should probably share mine. And so that's kind of just a little, brief synopsis of, really what the whole mission of this thing is. And today, I have a rather short but very impactful message. And it all started this morning. I had a little bit of a moment. I was, leaving my house to go and get an energy drink. And I was going into the gas station, listening to 5-Leaf Clover by Luke Combs, and I'll probably splice it in here if it makes sense. Look, man, we suffer far more in imagination than we do in reality, and I think that we all need to recognize the fact that things could be a whole lot worse, and what you feel entitled to is what is actually keeping you from being happy. Because the fact of the matter is, when you realize that you're entitled to nothing, you can be grateful for everything. And I'm literally just sitting here and I'm just sitting here, literally going inside to grab an energy drink, listening to 5-Leaf Clover by Luke Combs, and just sitting there, like, and how true that song is. And I just want to share that with you guys. If you're sitting there and you're frustrated and you're upset and you're down, like, I'm not saying that you don't have problems, because I got problems too. I got struggles. I've taken losses. All those things have happened. But when you start to realize that you don't actually deserve anything, and you're entitled to nothing, you start to become grateful for everything, right? Like, a lot of people, like, just for an example, and I'm not saying that, like, I'm perfect and I haven't done this before, but, like, a lot of people will say, well, I had to get up and work out, or I gotta get up and work out, or whatever it is. Like, do you, like, I mean, just using myself as an example this morning, like, how beautiful is it that I got to get up with my fiance and go train and have a good workout, and we laughed and joked and cut up, and she hit a PR. You know, it's like, like, okay, and we came home and we walked our dog. Like, dude, I ain't entitled to none of that. That's a beautiful thing, and that's a beautiful start to a day. The little clip that I shot, but I mean, I just was overwhelmed with an unbelievable amount of gratitude. And it's not anything crazy happening today. Like, my fiance and I, we got up and we went for a workout and walked our dog, and then I was going out and get an energy drink, and so it was like just a normal Saturday morning. But I'm like sitting in this gas station parking lot crying just because of how grateful I am. And I need to be very upfront and honest that, like, I don't always feel that way, and I certainly have not always felt that way. And for the vast majority of my life, I didn't feel that way. And it's something that I've learned just within the last year, and the way and why. And I mean, I'm sorry, I'm struggling to say it, but it's so impactful that I want to say it right. That, like, we live our lives with so much strife and frustration and anxiety and anger. And I want to ask the question, why? Like, why do we get so upset when certain things happen a certain way? And I learned it when I was in Haiti. So I went on a mission trip, with a charity called Brace for Impact, in which here at First Form, we support Brace for Impact through our charity, 30 for the Kids. And I was fortunate enough to go on a mission trip to Haiti, and we were going to go serve this orphanage, or we served this orphanage, with these children. We provide them with food, water, clothing. Like, it's an amazing thing. But when I was down there, Haiti's a bad place. It's complete and total poverty, right? I mean, within 30 minutes of getting off the plane, I see a little kid playing in a puddle that a guy is also taking a piss in. And then 15 minutes later, you see probably a 10-year-old kid searching through a literal mountain of trash for something to eat. And it just, as a kid, I will tell you, I didn't grow up needing or wanting for anything. Again, I didn't have a lot. I mean, I grew up in an 800 square foot single slab house that my dad knocked an old mechanic shop down and built our house with his two bare hands. So it's not like I come from, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. My parents worked very hard, and they're unbelievable humans to provide me with what I had. But there was plenty of times I didn't have what I wanted. I just had everything that I needed. I certainly was never rummaging through trash to find a meal. And, so just immediately there's just this unbelievable perspective shift. And you couple that with the longer you spend time down there, you realize that these people are the happiest people I've ever met in my life, right? This little kid who's running around barefoot, just barely clothed, it probably hasn't eaten in 3 days, is happier than my nieces and nephews that have $1,000 iPads in their hand, right? Or like, you guys know the kids that I'm talking about, right? That they're just always constantly wired and anxious and frustrated. They want this, they want that. And then you have this kid that has nothing, that is literally has the biggest smile on his face just to see you. And I broke it down, and I'm sure, again, I'm not taking credit for this quote, because the truth of the matter is there's no new ideas under the sun. But this simple thing and this simple reminder has completely changed my ability to just, like, control my mind and put me in a peaceful state, right? Because, like, what it is it's this right here. It's, if you are entitled to nothing, you can be grateful for everything. Again, if you are entitled to nothing, you can be grateful for everything. Right? Like, and that is so true. And this dichotomy of, the kids in Haiti versus the kids here in the United States, like, it draws that exactly true. Right? Like, this little kid in Haiti is unbelievably grateful and happy if you gave him a bike tire, because he will hit it with a stick and run down the street playing with it and have the biggest smile on his face. And let alone, we have kids over here in the United States that, when their Wi-Fi ain't working, they throw a fit and break their $1,000 iPad because they feel entitled to their iPad. They feel entitled to it working right. Okay. And so you can't be grateful. Like, your ability to be grateful for what you have is completely and totally correlated to what you believe you are entitled to. And so if you're sitting here and struggling today, being anxious, being depressed, being frustrated, just not feeling as happy as maybe you feel like you should, I challenge you to do this. Audit what you're actually entitled to. Like, write it down. Like, what should you be given? Right? No matter what. And guess what? And here's the rule. If you should be given it, every single person on the face of the earth should be given it too. Okay. And now you have to break that down. You have to go past it. Like, not only should they be getting it, like, are they capable of having it? Like, there's all these things you have to go through. And when you really realize there are very few things that everybody on the face of the earth can have and should have. Like, those are the things that we're entitled to. Right? And it's so few things, and then everything else you can be grateful for it. Right? Even the challenges in your life you can start to be grateful for, because you realize that that is an opportunity to get better and grow and be resourceful and improve and learn and all these different things. And so it's just, again, like I said, this hit me this morning. I was like, I have to record this. Like, I have to talk about this, because I lived for, 26, 27 years of my life just upset more often than not, for no reason. I was fortunate enough, I had a full ride scholarship. I have an amazing career, right? I have amazing friends. I have an amazing fiance. I have an unbelievable family. I tell people all the time, like, I don't have the screwed up family stories. I just don't. And so it's like, I've been so unbelievably blessed. Why was I so unhappy? And it's because I felt entitled to it. So I hope this was valuable to you guys. Again, if you took value away from this, if this helped you in any way, shape, or form, please like, comment, subscribe, share, do the whole thing. This is not about me sitting here acting like I know everything. This is me knowing and understanding, like, I've been very, very fortunate for the experiences I have in my life, and I feel that I need to spread that message to others and help them, work towards becoming the best version of themselves, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and really just create a community around that. Because if we can do that, and we can all focus on, becoming the best versions of ourselves, and do that in a right way, in a humble way, the impact that we can leave on society is unbelievable. And so I appreciate you guys for watching through this video. Again, if you have any questions, comments, any type of feedback, drop them in the comments below. But again, I love you, and I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.